Blood on sacred ground. That's what I saw first. Dark crimson spreading across the white marble in my chapel. At 2 a.m., during complaint prayers, I should have called Mother Superior, should have screamed, should have run. But the man collapsed against our altar was dying, and I took vows to help the suffering. Don't. His voice, rough, commanding even as blood seeped through his shirt. Don't touch me, don't call anyone, just go. I knelt beside him anyway, because that's what I do. I help. Big mistake. His hand caught my wrist before I could touch his wound. Strong. Too strong for someone bleeding out. I said, don't. You'll die. Better than what happens if you help me. I pulled free. Lifted his blood-soaked shirt. The bullet wound was deep. Bleeding too much. He'd be dead in 20 minutes without help. I'm getting supply, sister. I'm not a full sister. Not yet. I stood, and I won't let you die in God's house. His laugh was bitter, dark. God's house. If you knew who I was, you'd let me bleed. Lucky for you, I don't know. And I don't care. I ran to the infirmary, grabbed what I needed. My hands steady despite my racing heart. When I returned, he hadn't moved, but his eyes tracked me, dark eyes, watching, calculating. You should be afraid of a dying man. I'm not dying. He gritted his teeth as I pressed gauze to the wound. And I'm not just any man. Right now, you're just bleeding. I worked in silence, cleaned the wound. The bullet had passed through. Thank God. No surgery needed. Just pressure, bandages, prayer. His hand caught mine again when I finished. What's your name? Sister Catherine. Your real name? I hesitated. Isabella. Something flickered in his eyes. Recognition? No. Impossible. Isabella. He tested the name. You saved the wrong man tonight, Isabella. There are no wrong people in God's eyes. Your God and mine aren't the same. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing closer. His body tensed. They're not coming here, I said. You don't know that. The police don't come to convents at 2 a.m. without calling first. Mother Superior has arrangements. He studied me. Arrangements? We shelter people sometimes. People who need sanctuary. And if those people are criminals? Christ ate with tax collectors and sinners. The sirens passed. Faded. His body relaxed slightly. I need to leave. You need to rest. You've lost too much blood. I've survived worse. He tried to stand. Swayed. I caught him before he fell. Please, just stay until dawn. Rest in the infirmary. Why? Because you'll die if you leave now. And I didn't waste medical supplies just to watch you bleed out in our garden. He was heavy, solid muscle, despite the blood loss. I shouldn't have been able to support him, but somehow I got him to the infirmary, to the bed in the corner, away from windows. I'll bring water, food if you can stomach it. His hand caught my habit as I turned to leave. Isabella, yes? Lock the door. Don't let anyone else in. No matter what you hear. Why would I? Promise me. The intensity in his eyes stopped my protest. I promise. I locked the door, then stood there. Heart pounding. What had I done? Who was this man? 20 minutes passed. 30. I heard nothing, saw nothing. But something felt wrong. The air itself seemed charged. Waiting. Then, footsteps. Soft, deliberate. In the hallway. At 2:47 a.m. No one walked these halls at 2:47 a.m. I pressed my ear to the door. Listened. More footsteps. Multiple sets. Moving systematically. Searching. My blood went cold. A knock. Soft. Polite. Sister Catherine. A man's voice. Unfamiliar. Mother Superior sent us to check on you. Lie. Mother Superior didn't send men into the convent. Ever. I said nothing. The knock came again. Harder. Sister Catherine. We know he's in there. My hand went to the lock. To the promise I'd made. Go away. My voice shook. This is God's house. Open the door, sister. We don't want to hurt you. Another lie. I could hear it. Feel it. Behind me. Movement. I turned. He was sitting up, alert, a gun in his hand that hadn't been there before. How many? His voice was steady, calm. I don't know. 3? 4? More. The door handle rattled. They're picking the lock, I whispered. No. They're stalling. For what? His phone buzzed. He glanced at it. A smile played at his lips. Cold. Predatory. For my men to get here. The windows exploded inward. I screamed. Covered my head. Glass rained down. Men in black repelled through, weapons raised. But not at us. At the door, which burst open. The men in the hallway rushed in, guns drawn, and stopped, because they were outnumbered, outgunned, surrounded. Gentlemen, his voice carried, despite the chaos. You're in God's house. Show some respect. One of the intruders, their leader, lowered his weapon slowly. Moretti. We had a deal. Moretti. I knew that name. Everyone in Boston knew that name. The deal was you stay out of my territory, Vincent. You killed my nephew. Your nephew sold information to the FBI. He knew the rules. He was 19, old enough to betray me, old enough to die for it. My hands shook. This was the man I'd saved. Dante Moretti, head of Boston's most powerful crime family. The girl comes with us. Vincent nodded at me. Insurance. No. One word. Absolute. She's a witness. She's under my protection. Since when do you protect nuns? Since this one saved my life. Dante stood, swayed slightly, but stayed upright. Blood had soaked through the bandages, but he didn't seem to notice or care. Here's what happens now, Vincent. You and your men leave, quietly. You don't come back to this convent. Ever. You don't touch the sisters, any of them. Or, look outside. Vincent moved to the window, carefully. Looked down. I looked too. Black cars, dozens of them, surrounding the convent. Men in dark suits stood beside them, waiting. 50 cars, Vincent. 200 men. In 3 minutes. Dante's voice was soft, conversational. Because that's what happens when someone threatens what's mine. The nun isn't yours. She is now. Vincent turned back. This isn't over. It is tonight. A standoff. 30 seconds. 60. Then Vincent nodded to his men. They filed out, quickly, quietly. Dante's men followed, weapons still raised, escorting them out. Soon, only Dante and I remained. And the broken glass. And the blood. He sank onto the bed, the adrenaline fading, the wound bleeding freely now. You're hurt worse. I'm fine. You're not. I moved to check the bandages. You tore it open. It me, Isabella. I stopped. You know who I am now? Yes. Are you afraid? I should have been. Every instinct screamed. Run. This man was dangerous. A killer. Everything I'd been taught to avoid. But he protected me. Protected the convent. And his eyes. There was something in his eyes. No. You should be. Why? You said I'm under your protection. Protection comes with a price. What price? He studied me. Those dark eyes seeing too much. Knowing too much. You know my secret now, sister. Where I go when wounded. Who helps me. That makes you valuable to my enemies. So? So you can't stay here. This is my home. Not anymore. The finality in his voice chilled me. But also, something else. A flicker of heat I shouldn't feel. Wouldn't acknowledge. You can't make me leave. I can. I will. Why? Because Vincent was right about one thing. This isn't over. They'll come back. Maybe not him. But others. And next time, I might not get here in time. God will protect. Your God didn't protect you tonight. I did. Blasphemy. In the chapel. I should have been outraged. I wasn't. Dawn broke through the shattered windows, casting light on the destruction. On us. Mother Superior would return from morning prayers soon. Find this chaos. Find him. Find me. Alone with him. Blood on my hands. His blood. You need to go, I said. We need to go. I'm not leaving. Isabella, Sister Catherine, and I took vows. Poverty. Chastity. Obedience. To God. Not to you. He stood, moved closer. Too close. I could smell gunpowder. Blood. Something darker. Dangerous. Your vows won't protect you from bullets. Is that a threat? It's a fact. The door opened. Sister Mary Frances stood there. Old, stern, her eyes took in the scene, the broken windows, the blood. Me, Sister Catherine. Her voice was ice. Explain. I forced her. Dante stepped forward, held her at gunpoint, made her treat my wounds. Lie. We both knew it. In the windows, my enemies. Following me, Sister Catherine tried to make me leave. I refused. Sister Mary Frances studied us. She'd been at this convent for 50 years. She knew lies, knew truth, knew the space between. Mother Superior will want to speak with you, Sister Catherine. Yes, sister. Alone. She looked at Dante. Waited. He didn't move. Mr. Moretti. How did she know his name? Your family has been generous to this convent, but that generosity has limits. My limits. Not yours. You brought violence to sacred ground. I brought bleeding to sacred ground. Violence followed. The result is the same. No. The result is you're all alive. Because of me. Because of God. Your God works through men like me sometimes. Or hadn't you noticed? Blasphemy. Again, Sister Mary Frances's face darkened. You will leave. Now. With her. Sister Catherine stays. Then I stay. I stepped between them. Stop. Both of you. They looked at me. Surprised. Mr. Moretti, thank you for protecting us. But Sister Mary Frances is right. You need to leave. Isabella, Sister Catherine. And you will not address me so familiarly again. Something flashed in his eyes. Anger? Or approval? Fine, Sister Catherine. He emphasized the title. Mocking? Or respecting? Come with me, willingly. I'll ensure your safety. My safety isn't your concern. It became my concern when you saved my life. Then consider the debt paid. You saved mine. That's not how this works. How does it work? He moved closer. Sister Mary Frances stepped forward, but I raised my hand, stopped her. You know my face now. My wounds. Where I go when vulnerable. His voice was low, intimate. That knowledge makes you mine. I belong to God. Your God isn't here. He's everywhere. Then where was he when Vincent's gun was pointed at your head? Where was he when you were bleeding out? We stared at each other, the challenge hanging between us. Maybe, I said softly, he was in my hands, healing you. Maybe, he replied, he was in my guns, protecting you. Enough. Sister Mary Frances's voice cut through the tension. Mr. Moretti, leave. Don't return. He looked at me, held my gaze. This isn't over, Sister Catherine. Yes, it is. We'll see. He walked to the door, stopped, turned back. Your God saved me for a reason. Think about that. Then he was gone. Sister Mary Frances turned to me. Pack your things. What? You've been compromised, Sister Catherine. Your presence here endangers everyone. But you saved Dante Moretti. Do you know who he is? What he's done? I saved a dying man. You saved a killer. Christ would have. You are not Christ. Her voice was hard. You're a foolish girl who's brought the devil to our door. Sister, please. By tonight. Be gone by tonight. She left. I stood alone. In the broken chapel. With his blood still on my hands. And for the first time in 5 years I felt tears. Not for my exile. For the truth in his words. Where had God been? And why did I care more about where Dante Moretti had gone? I packed, slowly. 5 years of life in a canvas bag. My Bible, rosary. 2 habits. Nothing more. Vow of poverty was easy when you owned nothing. Vow of obedience was harder when obedience meant exile. Vow of chastity. I pushed the thought away. Focused on folding. Praying. Trying not to think about dark eyes. Strong hands. The way he'd said my name. Isabella. A knock at my cell door. Soft. Polite. Not him. I knew without asking. He wouldn't knock politely. Come in. Sister Agnes entered. Young. Newer than me. Nervous. There's a car outside. I don't have a car. It's his. My hands stilled on the fabric. Tell him to leave. I did. He said he'll wait. For what? For you. I continued packing. He'll be waiting a long time. He said to give you this. An envelope. Expensive paper. My name written in bold strokes. I shouldn't have opened it. I did. Sister Catherine, you need somewhere to go. I need someone I trust. This isn't charity. It's business. My car will wait until Vespers. Then I come get you myself. Your choice, which is less scandalous for your sisters. Damn. I crumpled the paper, then smoothed it out, read it again. Someone he trusts. He didn't trust anyone. The Dante Moretti I'd heard about, read about in newspapers, trusted no one. Why me? Because I'd saved him? Or because I knew his secret? Another knock. What now, Sister Agnes? The door opened. Not Sister Agnes. Mother Superior. Tall, regal, disappointed. He's still outside. I didn't ask him to come. No, but he came anyway. For you. I said nothing. Do you know why we have arrangements with his family, Sister Catherine? No, Mother. Because 30 years ago, they saved this convent. The city wanted to demolish it, build apartments. The Murdys stopped them. Through violence? Through money, lawyers, influence. She paused. And yes, probably violence. That doesn't make it right. No, but it made it effective. She moved into my small cell, sat on the narrow bed. Sometimes, child, God works through imperfect vessels. He's not God's vessel. He's a criminal. And Matthew was a tax collector. Paul persecuted Christians. Peter denied Christ 3 times. She looked at me. Who are we to say whom God chooses? What are you saying? I'm saying you saved his life. That creates a bond, a responsibility. I'm not responsible for him. No, but perhaps he's responsible for you now. I don't need his protection. Don't you? She stood, moved to the window. 3 other families want him dead. They know he was here. They know someone helped him. How long before they know it was you? My blood chilled. Even if you go to another convent, they'll find you, use you to get to him. So what do I do? What God calls you to do? God's calling me to a mobster. God's calling you to a purpose. Maybe it's with him. Maybe not. But hiding here isn't the answer anymore. I'm not hiding. I'm serving. Are you still running from your past? I flinched. You don't know about my past, Isabella Rossi, daughter of the district attorney. Your friendship with Marco Moretti, his death. The room spun. How do you... We investigate everyone who comes to us, child. We knew who you were, what you were running from. Then you know I can't go with Dante. He's Marco's brother, which is exactly why you should go. What? You carry guilt for Marco's death, justified or not. Perhaps saving his brother is God's way of offering absolution. Or perhaps it's God's way of punishing me. Only you can decide that. She moved to the door, stopped. The car is waiting. Choose wisely, Isabella. Isabella, not Sister Catherine. The choice was made. I grabbed my bag. Walked through halls I'd walked for 5 years, past sisters I'd prayed with, lived with, hidden with. The car was black. Of course. The driver stood by the open door, waiting. I looked back at the convent, my sanctuary, my prison, then got in the car. The leather was soft, expensive, foreign after years of wooden benches. Where are we going? The driver met my eyes, in the mirror. Mr. Moretti is waiting at the estate. What estate? His estate, sister. I'm not a sister anymore. What should I call you? Good question. Sister Catherine was dead. Isabella Rossi had died 5 years ago. Who was I now? Just Isabella? Yes, Miss Isabella. The city blurred past. I'd forgotten how fast the world moved outside convent walls. How loud. How bright. 20 minutes. 30. We left Boston proper. Entered the suburbs. The estate. Then gates. High. Electronic, armed guards who nodded at our car. A driveway that went on forever. And finally, the house, mansion, castle, really, old stone, older money, powerful, beautiful, terrifying. He stood at the entrance, changed clothes, black suit, no sign of last night's wounds, except a stiffness in his movement. The driver opened my door. I stepped out, faced him. You came. You didn't give me much choice. There's always a choice. Not when you threaten to scandalize my sisters, former sisters. The words stung, but they were true. Why am I here? Straight to business. good. He turned. Walk with me. It wasn't a request. I followed. Through marble halls, past art that belonged in museums, weapons that belonged in history books. Vincent will try again, he said. Others too. They smell blood in the water. Your blood. Exactly. They think I'm weak, vulnerable. Are you? He stopped. Looked at me. What do you think? I think you lost a lot of blood. I think you're hurting more than you show. I think you're human, despite trying not to be. Something shifted in his expression. Careful, Isabella. Of what? Of being right about me. We entered a study. Books. Fireplace. Desk that had seen deals in death. Sit. I remained standing. He almost smiled. Please. Sit. I sat. I have a proposition. I'm listening. Live here, under my protection, until the threat passes. And in exchange, you become my personal physician. I'm not a physician. You have medical training, basic training, for emergencies. My life is an emergency. Hire a real doctor. Doctors ask questions, keep records, talk. And I won't? You've already proven you won't. I considered. What else? What do you mean? Men like you don't offer protection for nothing. What else do you want? He moved closer. Behind my chair. I felt his presence. Like he. Maybe I like the irony. Marco's girl. Saving my life. I shot to my feet. Faced him. I wasn't Marco's girl. No. We were friends. Nothing more. He loved you. He barely knew me. He talked about you. The prosecutor's daughter who saw him as more than a name. More than a legacy. His eyes held mine. He died, saying your name. The words hit like bullets. I sank back into the chair. How do you know that? I was there, holding him. He said, Tell Isabella, I'm sorry. Tears burned my eyes. Stop. You want to know what else he said? Stop. Take care of her. I looked up. What? His last words. Take care of Isabella. A dying wish from my baby brother. You're lying. I never lie about family. I'm not family. You were to him. He moved to the desk. Poured whiskey. Offered it. I shook my head. He drank. So, my proposition stands. Protection for medical care. That's all. What else would there be? Don't ask. Don't think it. Don't. Nothing else. No expectations. You mean sex? The word hung between us. Forbidden. Electric. I don't take unwilling women, Isabella. And if I was willing, the words escaped before I could stop them. 5 years of suppressed everything erupting in 6 words. His eyes darkened. Then we'd have a different conversation. We can't we? I took vows. To a God who exiled you. The church exiled me. Not God. Same difference. It's not. He finished his drink. Set the glass down. Moved closer. Stay here. Tend my wounds. Nothing more. I give you my word. The word of a criminal? The word of a Moretti. That used to mean something to you. Another hit. Another truth. 3 months, I said. Until the threat passes. Then I leave. Deal. I want my own room. Locked door. Privacy. Done. And I want to attend mass. Too dangerous. Then bring a priest here. A priest. In my home. Problem? Irony. He almost smiled again. Fine. Weekly mass. Private service. Daily. Don't push it. Weekly, I conceded. Anything else? Yes. I stood. Met his eyes. We never talk about Marco again. The almost smile died. Agreed. He extended his hand. I looked at it. Remembered those hands covered in blood. My blood. His blood. Marco's blood. I shook it. His grip was firm. Warm. Held a moment too long. Welcome home, Isabella. Home. The word felt wrong. Felt right. Felt like another kind of prayer. Days passed. 3, 4. A week. I fell into routine. Morning prayers in my room. Breakfast alone. Check his wounds. Healing well. Too well. He didn't need daily checks anymore. But he insisted. And I complied. Because that's what I told myself. Compliance. Not desire to see skin knit back together. Not fascination with how he healed, how he moved, how he watched me work. Professional. Distant. Safe. Lies. You're tense today. His observation as I changed bandages. No, your hands are shaking. I stilled them. Better? What's wrong? Nothing. Isabella. That name. Always. That name. Never miss. Never anything formal. Just Isabella. Intimate. Possessive. It's Sunday. So, Mass. I haven't been to Mass in a week. I told you. I'm working on it. Work faster. His hand caught mine. Demanding. Let go. Make me. I pulled. He held. Not hard, just firm. This is inappropriate. Everything about us is inappropriate. There is no us. No? He released me. Then why do you come here every morning? To check your wounds. They're healed. Mostly healed. Liar. I finished the bandage. Stepped back. Done. Are we? Yes. Good. Get dressed. Excuse me? Mass. You wanted Mass. He stood. Buttoned his shirt. 20 minutes. Here. St. Mary's. Private service. Priest is waiting. I stared. You arranged this? You asked. I delivered. Why? Because you're climbing the walls. Snapping at everyone. Even Maria. Maria. The housekeeper. Sweet. Elderly. I had snapped at her. I apologized. She thinks you're possessed. I'm not possessed. No. You're caged. He moved past me. Stopped at the door. 20 minutes. Wear something other than those pants. What's wrong with my pants? They're mine. I looked down. They were. When had I started wearing his clothes? I'll change. Good. Wear a dress. I don't have dresses. Check your closet. He left. I stood there, processing. Then went to my room. Opened the closet. Dresses. A dozen. Simple. Elegant. Expensive. My size. When had he? I chose the most conservative. Black. High neck. Long sleeves. Still felt exposed after years of habits. He waited by the car. Different suit. Armed men flanked him. Guards? Precaution. For Mass? For you. The drive was silent. I hadn't left the estate since arriving. Boston looked different. Sharper. More dangerous. Or maybe that was him, beside me. St. Mary's was empty. Except for Father O'Brien. Old. Irish. Unsurprised to see Dante Moretti in his church. Mr. Moretti. Miss. Isabella, I supplied. Miss Isabella. He smiled kindly. Shall we begin? Mass in an empty church felt wrong. Hollow. But the words were the same. The prayers. The ritual. I closed my eyes during the Eucharist. Felt peace for the first time and a hand on my shoulder. Light. Warm. Dante. Head bowed. Praying. No. Watching me pray. I closed my eyes again. Focused on God. Not the man beside me. Not his hand. Not the heat of it. Through fabric. Peace be with you, Father O'Brien intoned. And with your spirit, let us offer each other a sign of peace. I turned. Dante was already facing me. Peace. I offered my hand. He took it. Brought it to his lips. Kissed it. Peace. He agreed. Lightning. That's what it felt like. Lightning through every nerve. I pulled back. He let me, but his eyes held mine through the rest of Mass. After, Father O'Brien stopped us. Isabella, might I speak with you? Privately. Dante tensed. It's fine, I told him. Wait outside? He didn't want to. I could see it. But he nodded. Left. Father O'Brien waited until the door closed. I know who you are. My blood chilled. Do you? Isabella Rossi. Yes. I knew your father. He's dead. I know. I performed the funeral. I hadn't known that. Hadn't been allowed to attend. What do you want? To ask if you're safe. Yes. With him? He protects me. From everyone but himself. What does that mean? You know what he is? What he does? Yes. And you're comfortable with that? I'm alive because of him. Your body is alive. What about your soul? My soul is my concern. Is it? Or is it his now? I should go. Isabella. His voice gentled. I knew Marco too. Everything in me stilled. Dante told me not to mention. He was a good boy. Lost, but good. He was a criminal. He was 19, trying to please a father who demanded blood. Father O'Brien touched my shoulder. His death wasn't your fault. Yes, it was. How? I told my father about us, about Marco wanting out, wanting to be different. Tears came. My father used that, set the trap. Marco died because he trusted me. Marco died because he was born a Moretti. That was his fate, not your fault. Dante blames me. Does he? Then why protect you? Because Marco asked him to. Men like Dante don't honor dying wishes. They honor power, strategy, survival. He studied me. He protects you for his own reasons. What reasons? That's between you and God. And him. The door opened. Dante stood silhouetted. Patient but present. Thank you, Father. Come back anytime, child. With or without him. I walked to Dante. He said nothing, until we were in the car. What did he want? To save my soul. From me? Among other things. And I told him it was too late. Something shifted in his expression. Is it? I don't know anymore. We drove in silence. But his hand found mine. Held it. I should have pulled away. I didn't. Back at the estate, tension crackled. Armed men everywhere. More than usual. What's happening? Business. What kind of gunfire? Distant, but distinct. Dante pushed me down, covered me. The car accelerated. More shots, closer. Stay down. What's Vincent? He made his move. The car skidded. Stopped. Doors opened. Move! Now. Dante pulled me out. Into the house. Through halls I'd walked peacefully just hours before. His study. He locked the door. Went to the wall. Pressed something. It opened. A hidden room. Inside. Dante. Now Isabella. I went. He followed. The wall closed. Darkness. Then lights. Automatic. Soft. A panic room. Bed. Water. Weapons. Lots of weapons. How long? Until it's over. And if you lose? I don't lose. More gunfire. Screams. Breaking glass. I pressed against the wall. He pressed against me. Scared? Yes. Good. Stay that way. Why? 'Cause scared people survive. Do they? You did. That night in the chapel. I wasn't scared then. No. What were you? Certain. Of what? That God wanted me to save you. And now? Now I wonder if God wanted you to save me too. An explosion. Close. The walls shook. His arms came around me. Not romantic. Protective. Automatic. They won't breach this room. How do you know? Because I built it to survive anything. Even betrayal? He stiffened. What do you know about betrayal? Marco trusted me. Look how that ended. Stop. You said we wouldn't talk about. Stop. His voice was rough. This isn't the time. More gunfire. Closer. Then silence. Worse than the shooting. We waited. 5 minutes. 10. 20. His phone buzzed. He checked it. Relaxed slightly. It's over. Who won? We did. How many died? Does it matter? Yes. 15 of theirs. 3 of mine. 3 men died for you. 3 men died, doing their job. That's cold. That's reality. The wall opened. Tony, his second, stood there. Blood on his shirt. Not his. Vincent? Alive. Captured. Bring him to the warehouse. Dante. No. The words escaped before I could stop them. Both men looked at me. Please. Enough killing. He came to my home. Threatened you. And he failed. Let him go. That's not how this works. Then change how it works. For you. For you. For your soul. Tony shifted uncomfortably. No one talked to Dante like this. Wait outside, Dante told him. Tony left. Dante turned to me. My soul is already damned. I don't believe that. Because you saved my life? That doesn't make me good, Isabella. No, but mercy might. Mercy is weakness. Mercy is strength. We stared at each other. The foot of space between us felt like miles. Felt like nothing. Please, I whispered. Something shifted in his expression. He lives, but he leaves Boston. Tonight. Forever.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. This changes nothing. But we both knew it changed everything. Vincent left Boston, but others came. Vultures circling. Dante grew harder, colder, more controlling. You don't leave the estate. I need air. There's a garden. I need more than a garden. You need to be alive. 2 weeks of this. Locked doors. Armed guards. Him watching me constantly. Then the call came. I was reading in the library when Maria brought the phone. For you, miss. Who knows I'm here? She shrugged. Left. I answered cautiously. Hello? Sister Catherine. My blood froze. Mother Superior. How did you? We need to talk. About Marco. About what really happened. I can't. Tomorrow. Noon. The chapel, where you found Dante. It's not safe. Nothing about you is safe anymore, child. Come alone. She hung up. I stared at the phone, shaking. Marco. What really happened? Did she know something? Something that could absolve me or damn me further. I had to go. But Dante would never allow it. That night at dinner, I was distracted. He noticed. What's wrong? Nothing. You're a terrible liar. I'm tired of this. Being caged. Watched. I'm not your prisoner. You're my responsibility. I didn't ask to be. You became mine when you saved me. Then unsave you. Let me go. No. Simple. Final. Infuriating. You can't keep me here forever. Watch me. I stood. I'm going to bed. Isabella. I stopped. I'm trying to keep you alive. I'm trying to have a life worth living. I left before he could respond. In my room, I planned. The chapel was only 20 minutes away. If I left at 11:30, I could make it. Be back before anyone noticed. Simple. Stupid. But necessary. The next morning, I played compliant. Checked his wounds. Barely scars now. Ate breakfast. Read in the garden, where guards could see me. At 11:15, I went to my room. Changed into dark clothes. Waited. 11:25. I slipped out through the servants' entrance. Maria's domain. She was at market. 11:30. The garage. Keys were always in the cars. Rich people's arrogance. I chose the least conspicuous. Still too expensive. But it would do. The gates opened automatically. The guards waved, assuming I had permission. Freedom. Terror. But I drove. Through streets I'd memorized. Toward answers. Toward truth. The chapel was empty. Damaged from that night, but not destroyed. I waited. Noon came. Went. 12:15. She's not coming. I spun. Not Mother Superior. A man. Tall. Scarred. Familiar, but not. Who are you? Someone who knows the truth about Marco. What truth? That you didn't betray him. His brother did. The world tilted.
What?
Dante sold out his location. Let the cops know where Marco would be. When? He stepped closer. Your father was just the weapon. Dante pulled the trigger. No, that's not. Marco was going to flip. Turn state's evidence. Destroy the family. Dante couldn't allow that. You're lying. Am I? Ask yourself. Why protect you? Guilt. He killed his brother over a girl. Now he keeps that girl close. Penance. Who are you? Michael Vincent. Vincent's son. My blood froze. You're here to kill you? No. I'm here to offer you truth. And freedom. What do you want? Dante. Help me destroy him. And I'll help you disappear. I won't. Won't you? He killed Marco. Made you think it was your fault. Kept you prisoner. Used you. Each word hit like bullets. Because they could be true. Made terrible sense. I need proof. Check his safe. Office. Behind the Caravaggio. The real FBI files are there. Marco's death. Your father's notes. Everything. Why should I trust you? You shouldn't. But what's your alternative? Stay his pet? His penance? Forever? He dropped a phone on a pew. When you know I'm right, call. We'll get you out. He left. I stood there, shaking. Not from fear, from rage. If it was true, I drove back. Slowly. Carefully. Mind racing. The gates opened. But something was wrong. Too many guards. Running. They surrounded the car before I could park. Dante yanked the door open. Face dark. Dangerous. Get out. Dante. Now. I got out. He grabbed my arm. Not gentle. My office. We walked in silence. Guards flanking, watching me like I was the enemy. In his office, he released me. Slammed the door. Where were you? Out. Where? I needed air. Don't lie to me. He roared it. I'd never heard him truly angry before. It was terrifying. You went to the chapel. Met with someone. Who? How did he know? Answer me. No one. I went to pray. He laughed. Bitter. Prayer. That's what you call it? What are you talking about? He pulled out his phone. Showed me photos. Me at the chapel. Me talking to Michael. Taken from distance, but clear. You had me followed. I have you protected. There's a difference. Is there? Because it feels the same. Who is he? I don't know. Who is he? Michael Vincent. Silence. The name hung between us like a blade. Vincent's son. His voice was deadly quiet now. Yes. What did he want? Should I lie? Tell truth? What was truth anymore? Me. To help destroy you. And I said no. Did you? The doubt in his voice cut deep. Yes. What else? Nothing. Isabella. He said. Things. About Marco. Everything went still. His face. Body. The very air. What things? Lies. About you. About that night. What lies? It doesn't matter. What lies? That you set him up. That you let him die. Silence. Long, heavy. Then, get out. Dante. Get out. I ran. From his office. His rage. The possibility that Michael was right. In my room. I locked the door. Fell against it. What had I done? A knock. Soft. Isabella. Tony's voice. Boss wants you ready in an hour. For what? You're leaving. Where? Somewhere safe. Safe. From Michael? Or from Dante? I didn't answer. Heard his footsteps retreat. An hour. To pack. To decide. To act. The Caravaggio. The safe. The truth. I had to know. I waited 30 minutes. Then slipped out. The house was chaos. Men preparing. Weapons. Orders. His office was empty. The painting. Beautiful. Expensive. Blood money. I felt behind it. Found the latch. Pressed. It swung open. The safe. Electronic. But I knew Dante now. Knew his patterns. Marco's birthday. It opened. Files. Money. Passports. And a folder marked M. Marco Moretti. I opened it. FBI reports. Photos. Witness statements. In Dante's handwriting. Notes. Plans. My hands shook as I read. Michael was right. Dante knew. Knew Marco would be there. When? Where? How many cops? He let his brother die. The folder fell. Papers scattered. Find what you're looking for? I turned. He stood in the doorway. Face carved from stone. You knew. Yes. You let him die. Yes. Why? You know why. He was your brother. He was a traitor. He was 19. He wanted out. There is no out. He stepped forward. I stepped back. You think he could just leave? Become normal? They would have killed him anyway. Or used him. Made him a weapon against us. So you killed him first? I let him die with honor. As a Moretti. Not a rat. Honor? You call that honor? What would you call it? Murder. Yes, that too. No denial. No excuse. Just truth. Terrible. Final. I trusted you. That was your mistake. Yes, it was. I moved to leave. He blocked me. Where are you going? Away. No. You can't stop me. Can't I? What will you do, Dante? Kill me like Marco. Something flickered in his eyes. Pain? Regret? I would never hurt you. You already have. Isabella, my name is Sister Catherine. And I'm leaving. To go where? To Michael? You think he wants to save you? I think anyone is better than you. You're wrong. Am I? At least he told me the truth. He told you his version. There's more. I don't care. You will. Goodbye, Dante. I pushed past him. He let me. But at the door, his words stopped me. He has your father's real files, Isabella. The ones that show who really betrayed whom. I didn't turn. More lies? Ask yourself. How did your father know exactly where Marco would be? When? Marco never told you that. So who did? I turned then. What are you saying?
I'm saying Michael Vincent has been playing a longer game than you know, and you just became his favorite piece.
You're lying. Am I? Then go. Run to him. See what happens when he's done using you. Like you used me? I protected you. You imprisoned me. To keep you alive. I didn't ask for that. Marco did. The words echoed. Raw. Honest. His dying wish. Take care of Isabella. So I have. Despite you hating me for it. I don't. I stopped. What did I feel? Hate? Or something worse? Go, he said quietly. If that's what you want. But know this, Michael doesn't want to save you. He wants to hurt me. And you're the perfect weapon. Maybe I want to hurt you too. Then you will. But not like this. Not with him. Why do you care? He looked at me. Really looked. And for a moment, I saw past the mask to something raw. Real. You know why? Did I? That's not enough. It's all I have. We stood there, 5 feet apart, miles apart. I'm leaving. I know. Don't follow me. For tonight. Forever. We'll see. I left. No one stopped me. Dante's orders. Probably. I drove. No destination. Just away. The phone Michael left buzzed. Did you find it? Yes. And? When do we meet? Michael set the meet for midnight. The docks. Cliché but effective. I had 3 hours. 3 hours to decide who to trust, who to betray, who to become. I drove to the only neutral place I knew, St. Mary's. Father O'Brien was there. Always there. Like he was waiting. Isabella. Father, you look lost. I am. He led me to his office. Tea. Whiskey for him. Tell me. So I did. Everything. Marco. The files. Dante. Michael. The impossible choice. He listened. Drank. Sighed. You want absolution? I want truth. Truth is complicated. Is it? Dante let Marco die. To save his family. That doesn't make it right. No. But it makes it understandable. You're defending him? I'm explaining him. There's a difference. He's a killer. Yes. And you love him anyway. The words hit like ice water. I don't. Child. Please. Don't lie in God's house. I can't love him. Can't? Or won't? What's the difference? One is about ability. The other is about choice. Then I choose not to. Why? Because he killed. No. That's the excuse. What's the reason? I stared at the tea. Growing cold, like everything in my life. Because if I love him, what does that make me? Human. Damned. Maybe. Or maybe saved. How can love save anyone? Ask Christ. Christ loved sinners, not killers. What do you think sinners are? You're twisting scripture. I'm applying it to messy, real life. Where good people do bad things, and bad people do good things. And sometimes we love across those lines. I can't. You already do. Then what do I do about it? First, survive tonight. Michael Vincent is more dangerous than his father. How do you know? Because his father had honor. Twisted. But there. Michael has only vengeance. Maybe vengeance is what Dante deserves. Maybe. But is it what you deserve? To be used for another man's revenge? I'm already used for one man's penance. Are you? Or are you using that as excuse not to choose? Choose what? Who to be? You've been Sister Catherine. Isabella Rossi. The victim. The saved. The prisoner. But who are you really? I don't know anymore. Then find out. But not through Michael's revenge. Or Dante's protection. Through your own choice. How? Start with truth. Your father's files. Have you seen them? No. Why not? I'm afraid of finding out everyone betrayed. Everyone. That there are no good people in this story. There never are. Just people trying their best with bad choices. That's depressing. That's real. He poured more whiskey. What does your heart tell you? My heart is compromised. By love? By everything. Then use your head. Who has more to gain from your pain? Dante or Michael? Both. No. Dante gains nothing from your suffering. It only reminds him of his failures. Michael gains everything. Your cooperation. Dante's distraction. Victory through your betrayal. So I should trust the man who let Marco die. I'm saying trust yourself. Go to this meeting. But go smart. Protected. How? You know how. Did I? My phone buzzed. Unknown number. Yes? You left. Dante. How did he get this number? I told you I would. Where are you? Somewhere you're not. Isabella. Goodbye, Dante. Wait. Just wait. His voice changed. Michael called me. What? Said he has you. Said to come alone. If I want you alive. He doesn't have me. I know. Which means he's planning to. At your meeting. How do you? I know everything. It's how I stay alive. And others stay dead. Silence. Then yes, I'm still going. I know. You can't stop me. I know that too. Then why call? To tell you something. In case. He stopped. Your father didn't betray Marco. Not really. The files are partial. The full truth is harder. What truth? Your father was investigating us. Yes. But someone inside gave him specifics. Times. Locations. Details only family would know. You? No. Then who? That's what I've been trying to find out for 5 years. Why should I believe you? You shouldn't. But ask Michael about February 15th. Ask what happened to the FBI handler. Ask why your father died 2 weeks later. My father had a heart attack. Your father had help having one. The phone slipped. I caught it. You're saying, I'm saying be careful. Truth cuts both ways. And Michael's blade is sharper than you know. Why tell me this? Because you deserve truth, even if it destroys us both. Dante. Midnight. Pier 47. I'll have men there. No. I go alone. Then you die alone. Maybe that's better. Is it? Then what? Then loving you. The words almost escaped. Then living like this. There are other ways to live. Not with you. No, not with me. His voice was quiet. Final. But still. Let me keep you alive. One last time. For Marco. Always Marco. Even now. Fine. But hidden. I won't be your bait. You were never bait, Isabella. You were always the prize. He hung up. I sat there. In the priest's office. Surrounded by God and guilt. 3 truths. Everyone betrayed. Everyone. 2. I was walking into a trap. 3. I loved a man who let his brother die. 3 choices. Run far away. 2. Choose Michael's revenge. 3. Choose Dante's protection. But Father O'Brien was right. There was a 4th choice. Choose myself. I stood. Thanked him. Drove to the docks. But not to Pier 45. Close enough to walk. Far enough to approach unseen. I parked. Checked the gun I'd taken from Dante's office. Loaded. Safety off. Then waited. Blip in 45. Movement. Men in shadows. Not Michael's. Dante. So many. Hidden but there. 11:50. More movement. Different energy. Michael's men. Taking positions. Both sides. Waiting. For me. The prize. The weapon. The excuse. 11:05. I walked. Not to 47. But between. Where both could see. Neither could claim. Isabella. Michael emerged. Alone. Lie. You came. I said I would. And Dante's men. Everywhere. Like yours. He smiled. Cold. Smart girl. Woman. And not yours. Not his either. No. Not his. Then whose? My own. Is that what you think? It's what I choose. Then choose revenge. For Marco. For your father. For yourself. My father. Didn't Dante tell you? He ordered the hit. Proof. After. First you help me get him here. Alone. He won't come. He will. For you. You overestimate my importance. Do I? Michael pulled out photos. Me and Dante. The kiss at church. His hand in mine. Moments I thought private. He loves you. No. Yes. And that's his weakness. Love isn't weakness. It is when it's for your brother's killer. He didn't kill Marco. He let him die. Same thing. Is it? Then what about you? What did you let happen? His face darkened. Meaning? February 15th. The FBI handler. My father's death. What did you know? Direct hit. His mask slipped. How? Truth cuts both ways, Michael. He's lying to you. Everyone's lying to me. But at least he admits it. You're making a mistake. My third tonight. What were the first two? Trusting you. Coming here. You can still choose right. Can I? Movement behind him. His men. Stepping out. Armed. Movement behind me. Dante's men. Also emerging. Seems choice is an illusion. It always was. No. You're wrong. I pulled the gun, pointed it at him. His men raised theirs. At me. Dante's men raised theirs. At them. Mexican standoff. With me in the center. You won't shoot me, Michael said. Won't I? You're a nun. Was. Now I'm just tired. Of. Being everyone's excuse for violence. Then put the gun down. You first. Isabella. Dante's voice. Behind me. When had he? Don't come closer. I'm not. But I heard footsteps. Put it down. Why, so you two can kill each other over me? Nobody has to die tonight, Dante said. Michael laughed. Now he develops a conscience. I've always had one. Just selective application. Selective? Like with Marco? Exactly like Marco. I turned. Kept the gun up. Faced Dante. He stood 20 feet away. Alone. No weapon visible. Lie. He was always armed. Tell me the truth. All of it. Or I shoot him, then myself, and end this. His eyes flickered. You won't. I fired. Past Michael's head. Close enough to graze. He yelped. Grabbed his ear. Blood. Everyone tensed. Fingers on triggers. Truth. I repeated. Dante nodded slowly. February 15th. Your father met his FBI handler. Routine, but someone new. Told Vincent's people. They ambushed them both. Who? Michael. Lie. Michael stepped forward. I swung the gun back to him. Stay. There. He stopped. Continue. I told Dante. Your father survived. Barely. But he knew he'd been betrayed. Started investigating his own department. Found the connection to Michael. What connection? Michael was feeding both sides information. FBI and families. Playing everyone. For what? Power. He wanted his father's seat. Needed chaos to take it. So he used my father? And Marco. Fed your father just enough to find him. Fed me just enough to let it happen. You still let Marco die. Yes. My choice. My sin. But orchestrated by him. I looked at Michael. His face was calm. Too calm. Deny it. He shrugged. Why? You've chosen to believe him. I've chosen to hear both sides. My side is simple. He killed his brother. Your lover. That's all that matters. Is it? Unless you never loved Marco at all. The words stung. Intended to. I loved him. Then avenge him. By helping you gain power? By taking Dante's? Same thing. If you say so. We stood there. Triangle of damage. Guns still raised. Men still ready. Death waiting for permission. Then I laughed. Both men stared. You know what the funny part is? Silent. You both think this is about you. Your guilt. Your revenge. Your protection. Your love. I lowered the gun. But it's not. It never was. Isabella? Dante started. It's about me. My guilt. My revenge. My protection. My love. My choice. I looked at Michael. You used my father. Let him die. Used that death to manipulate me. No better than Dante. Then at Dante, you let Marco die. Kept me prisoner. Made me need you. No better than him. Both opened their mouths. I raised the gun again. I'm talking. They stopped. 5 years ago, I ran. Hid in God's house. Let others decide my fate. No more. I walked backward. Away from both. Isabella, you can't just leave, Michael said. Watch me. My men will let me pass. Or I tell everyone here exactly how you played them. How many of your father's men died because of your information? His jaw clenched. I looked at Dante. And your men will let me pass too. Or I tell them about the other files in your safe. The ones about their families. Their weaknesses. Insurance, right? His eyes narrowed. But he nodded to his men. I continued backing away. Where will you go? Dante asked. Away. I'll find you. No. You won't. Isabella, my name is my own now. Like my life. I reached the edge of the pier. My car waiting. This isn't over, Michael called. Yes, it is. I got in, drove away. In the rearview mirror, I saw them. Still facing off. Still ready to die. For pride. Power. Principle. But not for love. Never for love. That was the difference. That was my freedom. I drove south. No plan. Just movement. The phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer. Almost. What? You're making a mistake, Dante. My mistake to make. Michael won't let this go. Neither will you. No, but I'll give you time. How generous. Isabella. Don't. Just don't. You can't run forever. I'm not running. I'm choosing. Choosing what? Life without either of you. That's not living. That's hiding again. No. Hiding was the convent. Hiding was your house. This is finding out who I am, without dead brothers and living ghosts. I'm not a ghost, aren't you? You haunt everything good between us. There is no us. No, there isn't. Silence. Then, I didn't want to love you. My hands tightened on the wheel. But I did. Do. Will. His voice was raw. That's my punishment. Loving my brother's girl. Knowing she hates me for living when he died. I don't hate you. You should. I know. Then why don't you? Because hate takes energy. I don't have any more. What do you have? Exhaustion. And a gun. And half a tank of gas. Come back. No. I'll make it right. You can't. Some things can't be fixed, Dante. Only survived. Then survive with me. I can't. Every time I look at you, I see Marco. Every time you look at me, you see guilt. I see more than that. But you see that too. He didn't deny it. Let me go, Dante. For both of us. I can't. You will. Because underneath everything, you're a good man who made terrible choices. And this is your chance. Make a better one. Letting you leave is better than keeping me in a different kind of prison. Yes, you'll never be safe. I'll never be safe with you either. Just a different kind of danger. Isabella. Goodbye, Dante. Wait. Just where will you go? Somewhere without history. There is nowhere without history. Then somewhere I can make new history. Alone? For now. And later? I don't know. That's the point. More silence. Heavy. Final. I loved him too, he said quietly. Marco, more than you know. I know. Do you? Yes. That's why you let him die clean instead of live dirty. You understand? I understand. Doesn't mean I forgive. I'm not asking for forgiveness. What are you asking for? Time. To prove I'm more than that choice. We're all more than our worst choices, Dante. But sometimes those choices define us anyway. Is that what I am to you? A worst choice? No, you're my impossible choice. The one that breaks me either way. So you choose neither. I choose forward, not back. I could follow. You could. But you won't. How do you know? Because you're finally being the man Marco thought you could be. Letting me go proves it. Something broken in his laugh. He'd hate this, us. Everything about it. Or maybe he'd understand. Love doesn't follow rules. Is that what this was? Love? Among other things. What things? Salvation. Damnation. Education. Destruction. I paused. Home. For a while. You were home for me too. Were. Past tense. Good. Necessary. Take care of yourself, Dante. You too, Isabella. I hung up. Threw the phone out the window. Watched it shatter on asphalt. Then drove. Towards sunrise. Towards something new. At a truck stop. I counted my resources. Cash from Dante's safe theft or payment. Both. Gun with 4 bullets. Car that wasn't mine. Clothes that didn't fit who I was becoming. Freedom that cost everything. I bought coffee. Bad. Bitter. Perfect. The waitress looked at me. Saw something. Running from her too, honey? Both? That's the best kind. Means you're choosing instead of reacting. Is it enough? Honey, choosing is everything. Rest is just details. Maybe. Maybe not. But I'd chosen. Now I had to live with it. Or die trying. But either way, it would be mine. My choice. My consequence. My life. For the first time in forever. That felt like prayer, like answer, like enough. 3 months later, I was waitressing in a diner in Arizona when the news broke. Mob war ends in Boston. Vincent family destroyed. Moretti consolidates power. The TV showed footage, bodies, arrests, Dante in handcuffs, then walking free, lawyers, deals, business as usual. Michael Vincent among the dead. Crazy, right? My coworker, Sandy, shook her head. All that violence, thank God we're far from it. Yeah, thank God. I served coffee, took orders, lived small. That night, walking to my apartment, I felt it. Eyes, watching. I kept walking. Steady, hand on the gun in my purse. 3 more blocks. At my door. He stood there. Different. Thinner. Older. But unmistakably Dante. You're hard to find. That was the point. May I come in? I should have said no. Should have run. Should have shot him. I stepped aside. My apartment was small, clean, mine. He looked out of place in it. Too big, too expensive, too much history. Coffee? You're offering me coffee? It's what normal people do. We're not normal people. I'm trying to be. He sat at my small table. I made coffee, and it carried the everyday strangeness of it. How? I asked. How did I find you? Or how am I here? Both. Michael's dead. The war's over. I'm retired. I laughed. You don't retire from what you are. No. But you can try. Why? You know why. 3 months, Dante. No word. Nothing. Now you're here? I had to finish things. Make it safe. For who? For you. I didn't ask. I know. But I did it anyway. He pulled out an envelope. Thick. Everything you need. New identity, completely clean. Money. Contacts if you need them. I don't want. And this. Another envelope. Thinner. The real files. All of them. Your father. Marco. Everything. I stared at them. Freedom and truth. Everything I'd wanted. Why? Because you were right. You deserve to choose without ghosts. You're my ghost. I know. That's why I'm leaving. Leaving? This is goodbye, Isabella. Real goodbye. He stood. I wanted to see you safe. Happy. Free. You are. Am I? Aren't you? I looked around my small life. Waitress. Nobody. Alone. I'm surviving. That's a start. Is it enough? You tell me. I thought it would be. But, but, but I still dream. About that night. About Marco. About you. Dreams fade. Do they? Or do we just learn to live with them? He moved to the door. Stop. I dream too. About? You. Always you. He didn't turn. That's my punishment. Loving what I can't have. Dante. Be happy, Isabella. That's all I wanted. For both of you. Him then. You now. He opened the door, and I chose. Wait. He stopped. Still didn't turn. What if I don't want you to go? Then I'd ask why. Because maybe you were right. Maybe hiding isn't living. You're not hiding. You're healing. Alone? It's safer. Safer isn't always better. Now he turned. What are you saying? I'm saying I'm tired of running from the past. From myself. From you. I'm not good for you. I know. I'll never be the man Marco was. I know that too. Then why? Because you're the man you are. And somewhere between the chapel and now, I fell in love with that man. Despite everything. Because of everything. Isabella, I'm not asking you to stay. I'm not asking for promises. I'm just tired of pretending I don't love you. He crossed the room in 3 strides. Stopped just out of reach. You know what I am. Yes. What I've done. Yes. And you can live with that? I don't know. But I want to try. Why? Because the alternative is this. Half living. Half feeling. Half being. I can't be who you need. I don't need you to be anything but honest. Honest? His laugh was bitter. I'm a killer, Isabella. That won't change. But you're trying to be more. That matters. Does it? To me. He reached out. Touched my face. Gentle. Like I might break. Or he might. This won't be easy. Nothing about us has been easy. No fairy tale ending. I don't want a fairy tale. I want real. Real is messy. I know. Complicated. I know. Probably doomed. Maybe. But maybe not. He kissed me then. Not gentle. Not careful. 5 years of want in one moment. When we broke apart, both breathing hard, he rested his forehead against mine. I love you. God help me. I've loved you since you saved me. I love you too. God forgive me. He might. He might. So what now? I asked. Now? Now we try. Away from Boston. Away from everything. Just us. Can you do that? Leave it all behind? I already have. The family, the business, the life. It's done. For me? For us. For the chance of us. And if we fail, then we fail. But at least we tried. I looked at him. Really looked. Saw the man who'd protected me. Who'd let me go. Who'd come back not to claim but to offer. Okay. Okay. Let's try. He smiled. First real smile I'd ever seen. It transformed him. Where do you want to go? Anywhere. Everywhere. Just away. Together. Together. And so we left. That night. My small life abandoned for an uncertain future. In the car, driving toward tomorrow, I asked, do you think Marco would forgive us? I think he'd want us happy. Even like this. Especially like this. He loved us both. We loved him. Yes. That won't change. No. But maybe it doesn't have to define us anymore. Maybe not. Miles passed. The past fading. The future uncertain. But for the first time in 5 years, I felt alive. Not Sister Catherine hiding in God's house. Not Isabella running from guilt. Just me. With him. Choosing love despite everything. Maybe because of everything. No regrets? He asked, as dawn broke. All the regrets. But moving forward anyway. That's all we can do. It's enough. Is it? I took his hand. Held it. It has to be. And maybe it was. Maybe choosing love in the face of loss was its own kind of redemption. Maybe surviving together was better than dying apart. Maybe, just maybe, we could write a different ending. Not perfect. Not pure. But ours. That was enough. That was everything. That was our beginning.